Hi there. I'm a little bit angry with myself because I forgot to take the before pictures or video. However, this is a Molle 3-day assault pack on my sewing table. As you can see here, you cannot see much at all because I just repaired that seam. There was basically on this side here, there was like a cut here, like a hole where the canvas was feathering out. So it was pretty much feathering out. So what I did was turn this flap inside out, and as you can see here, like this is the regular seam, and right here I started with a replacement seam right up to this point, and here's the regular seam again. And yeah, on this side here basically was a cut that was feathering out. So what I did was I trimmed it with my sewing shears so the feathering was just about like 5 millimeters or about 1/5 of an inch long. Then I took a regular lighter to it. I just flamed it off. I don't know if I have a place. Let me see. Yeah, you probably will have to believe me. Yeah, well, here we have a bit of feathering, okay? So what happens if you take a lighter to it is, here we go. Then I wet my finger and wet my finger and cool it down with it, and smear the molten plastic around. The point is so that the yarn, which is, I think it's nylon yarn, about 150D. That is 150 denier. That's what I'm sewing with. This is 150 denier nylon yarn. I actually bought this for fishing rod repairs, but as you can see, this metallic gray color is super nice because it's pretty much exactly the same as what is officially used, obviously. It's either the same or pretty close. As you can see here, it's basically the same color. However, with the ripped apart canvas also, which is rubberized on one side, but never mind. The feathered broken part, you heat it up with a lighter and slightly burn it away, melt it away, and then cool it with just some spit on your fingers and just smear it around. And then in this case, since the rip in the canvas was right next to this seam, I took my sewing shears and I went along and went under the, well, let me show here was the original seam. Here you can see it better. I went under every single stitch and cut it, went under and cut it, went under and cut it, and did that for the whole length of the part that was ripped out, that was broken. Then I pulled out all of the thread that I cut. Once again, on the ends, I burned it, melted it, and smeared it around with my fingers. And then I took the part that I cut off, that I melted, pushed it inside of this envelope. I don't know what it's called, like an edge band or something. It's just webbing. Yeah, sewing webbing, I guess. As with everything in the German language, I'm German, so there's basically a word for everything. So I think it's Nahtband, which is basically seam band. But it's just webbing to fold over and hold the canvas with, to then sew and like have a neat seam on the inside of the bag. So yeah, repaired the part, stuffed it in there, opened the seam up, stuffed everything in there, sewed it again, melted the ends of that seam on all the edges, and now basically I have this, I think, very neatly sewn piece. And if you use the backpack now, technically I think like on this side of the fabric, there's probably about like 3 millimeters less material, or about 1/8 of an inch. about that. But then again, you won't notice it. You definitely will not notice it. And looks good, holds good. I also used like a regular seam, about 2 millimeter step size, and then a zigzag seam with like two by 2 millimeters. And on top of the original seam that I did, so it's like double seamed and very, very durable. Also, this material, the yarn material, the 150 denier nylon yarn, is super, super strong. It's really neat. And yeah, that's it.